Bill Burr has finally had enough of the Grifter podcast bros. You know the type. If you're racist, anti Semitic, or just an all around lunatic looking for a softball interview, there's a handful of podcasts where you can go, say your nonsense, and have the host giggle along like it's all harmless fun. And Burr's point is simple: this isn't just stupid, it's dangerous. We've seen where this kind of platforming leads, and it's never anywhere good. The problem? These podcasters aren't thinking about impact, they're chasing clicks, building brand, and cashing in. It's why you get moments like the Nelk boys interviewing the Prime Minister of Israel. Nobody asked for it, nobody needed it, and somehow it still happened. Burr's usually good at sidestepping this kind of drama, but here he doesn't hold back. He basically calls Rogan and his orbit a bunch of pseudo intellectuals, guys who think they're geniuses because they read something online and can half repeat it. In reality, they're dumb jocks who'd only sound smart in a sports bar. His example's perfect. There's a difference between people who discover things and people who read about them. Explaining the theory of relativity doesn't make you Einstein adjacent. It makes you a guy who memorized something smart and puked it back out. Burr's also clear on why he'd never interview politicians or billionaires. He's a comedian, not a policy analyst. Stick him in front of a presidential candidate, and within 3 minutes, he'd be asking about their favorite Super Bowl. People would watch, relate to the Super Bowl story, and then vote for the guy. That's not politics. That's just bad comedy doing bad journalism's job. And here's the core of his point. A comedian's job in politics is to trash both sides. Go after Trump and the right cheers? Fine. Then immediately go after Biden and the left. If you only hit one side, idiots start thinking you're on their team. And that's exactly the trap Rogan's crew fell into. Once you plant your flag, you're not a comic anymore. You're a political puppet. Burr refuses that. He'll slam CNN and Fox in the same breath. He doesn't want to be the left's guy or the right's guy. He's just a comic who thinks the whole system's broken and both parties are run by lunatics. Of course, that puts him on a collision course with the usual suspects. Ben Shapiro once tried to pull Burr into his camp, liked him for a bit, and then turned on him and called him woke the second Burr said something he didn't like. Classic move. Weaponize the label to rile up your base, make some content out of it, and keep the culture war going. Burr calls that treasonous. Dividing your own country for profit isn't edgy, it's pathetic. He even takes a jab at Neil deGrasse Tyson, basically implying the guy spends more time on talk shows explaining facts to non-scientists than doing anything groundbreaking. Says he looks more like a crooked cop than a genius, the guy who'd plant a gun and walk away. Bottom line, Burr's laying out a blueprint here. Call out the grifters, don't get trapped playing for one political team, stay funny, keep your soul. Because the second you pick a side, you stop being a comedian and start being a pawn. And honestly, left or right, we can probably all agree. The last thing humanity needed was the Nelk boys interviewing Trump or Netanyahu. That's the roundup. Thanks for watching, you beautiful bastards.